Aries Zodiac sign, 25 things to know about the ram. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It is ruled by the planet of passion, Mars, and is symbolized by a headstrong animal, the ram. It is mostly an April zodiac sign, but starts from March 21st through April 19th. Aries is the cardinal sign that ushers in the spring season, the time of rebirth and revival. The Aries zodiac sign represents new beginnings and daring enterprise. Aries' eminent personalities include Jackie Chan, Eddie Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Hugh Hefner, Lady Gaga, Leonardo da Vinci, and Akon. Aries people are believed to embody these characteristics, which is what makes their personalities so bold, intrepid and enthusiastic. They're competitive and so eager to get ahead, that they often fail to look before they leap. They run into trouble because of this, but their vitality and passion enables them to overcome and recover from almost any setback. Here are 25 secrets about the Aries personality. 1. Aries doesn't follow the herd. Aries people pride themselves on their individuality and capabilities. As a sign symbolized by the strong-willed ram, Aries actively seeks to differentiate itself from the herd of sheep. They want to lead the pack, or go their own way like a lone wolf. They're not worried about challenges, because they have abundant confidence in their ability to survive and make it on their own terms. Haters and naysayers may doubt them, but Aries thrives on the opportunity to prove them wrong. 2. Aries is their own boss. Rams ultimately want to be in control over their destiny, and are not keen on having other people direct them or tell them what to do. Aries is able to be an excellent team player, when they need to be so, as they respect their teammates and appointed leadership. Aries' headstrong nature may sometimes clash with the demands and expectations of authority figures, forcing Aries no choice but to leave and go their own way. This zodiac sign doesn't like being beholden to anyone for their livelihood, and many rams strive to build their financial independence through entrepreneurship and risky but lucrative ventures. 3. Aries will rise to the occasion. Rams are the ones you can depend on to come through in a pinch or emergency. They seem ever ready and willing to spring into action, like a caped crusader. These folks pride themselves on their ability to come through in the clutch, being in the moment and solving problems on the fly. They are often athletic with a robust constitution that allows them to feel emboldened in their ability to handle whatever life throws at them. 4. Aries likes to shock and astonish people. Are you not entertained? Rams get a kick out of getting a reaction or rise out of people. Whether it's horrifying them, grossing them out or blowing their minds with an amazing trick, Aries loves seeing the effect they have on people. Rams love to show off and do things that are out of the ordinary when they know people are watching them. Even the more introverted varieties of rams secretly crave attention, and an audience to ooh and ah at their attention-grabbing antics. 5. The ram can be very reckless. Aries doesn't always think about the consequences of what they do, and this is often what gets them into major trouble. Aries can have a tendency to play it fast and loose without giving much thought as to where things might lead. They just go for it and let the chips fall where they may. There might be some complications and issues down the road, but Aries will cross that bridge when they get to it. Arians tend to have confidence that they can sort out and solve any problem they may need to contend with. 6. Aries is loyal to their friends. As a friend and generally as a lover, rams are very faithful. They can be a bit codependent with their friends, and secretly depend on them as source of validation. Aries has principles, even if those principles might be slightly unconventional and questionable by normal standards. This person is pretty upfront about the level of commitment they are willing to give to someone in a relationship, but statistics have shown that Aries may be among the most unfaithful signs in the zodiac. When it comes to their friendships and alliances, however, this zodiac sign is loyal to them, like an unofficial brotherhood or sisterhood. 7. They can be very naive and gullible. Because Aries is so straightforward and direct, they tend to trust and take other people at face value as well. Of course, some people love to exploit people like this, and so Aries may often be susceptible to wily hucksters out to con or trick them. Aries may also have a tendency to overestimate their ability to handle situations they've never handled before, and they may underestimate the complexity and level of difficulty involved in accomplishing many things in which they have no actual experience. They're sometimes overconfident and optimistic to a fault. 8. Aries is candid and honest, most of the time. As mentioned previously, Aries tends to be honest and straightforward in their approach. They are often candid and open to a fault, but sometimes when in the grip of ambition, or getting what they deeply desire, they may be inclined to lie or resort to unscrupulous tactics to accomplish their ends. When something important is on the line, or Aries wants something really badly, they may turn Machiavellian, and set aside their noble virtues, to do whatever it takes to win or get the job done. 9. The ram doesn't back down from a dare or challenge. Aries is a sucker for challenges. If you bet them they can't do something, chances are, they'll make it their mission to prove you wrong. This sign is the daredevil and chief risk-taker of the zodiac. They'll do what everyone else is too afraid to do, and often just for that very reason. It is like an invitation to set themselves apart, and prove once more what a badass they are. It's not that Aries is fearless, it's just that they get such an adrenaline rush from knowing all eyes are on them, and they don't want to let anyone down, or let fear stop them from achieving glory. 10. Aries doesn't want to hear your whining and complaining. People who complain about problems, but do nothing to fix them are annoying to Aries. As far as this sign is concerned, whining accomplishes nothing, and there's no point in whinging and whimpering if you're not doing anything to improve the situation. The sign of the ram typically doesn't look to others to fix their problems. They like to take matters into their own hands whenever possible. Aries knows that, where there's a will, there's a way, and Aries has boundless willpower to focus on solving problems and setting things right. 11. Aries is full of initiative. Aries likes to be first, and they're often the ones who get the ball rolling on projects and tasks. Stereotypically speaking, this zodiac sign also tends to lose interest quickly, and end up abandoning ship midway, only to hand the project off to someone else, like a Taurus, to finish it. Aries can stick with it when they need to, but, generally speaking, they operate best when they can follow their instincts on what needs to be done, and inspire others to follow their lead and help see it to completion. 12. Rams are quick to adapt to new situations. Aries is able to roll with punches and be flexible. They are alert and very responsive to their environment, and are often quick to learn and pick up on the ins and outs of what to do when entering unfamiliar situations. This astrology sign is not afraid of the unknown, they confront it and want to explore. The ram is typically not one to stay in its comfort zone, but rather someone who tries to live life to fullest with a variety of experiences. 13. Aries has a short fuse. Aries' anger is legendary. They can go from 0 to 60 in a snap, and intimidate others in the process. Their combative and emotional nature can render them quick to fly off the handle with relatively little provocation. This zodiac sign tends to take a lot of things personally, and are inclined to feel wrathful towards anyone who tries to make them look foolish or cheat them out of something. When rams are emotionally wounded, or is forced to wait or inconvenienced in some way, it can set them off and make them lash out and become highly volatile. 14. They can't stand negative people. Aries is a can-do type of person. They believe in themselves, and so they can get easily frustrated by cynical, bitter people who try to take the wind out of their sails. This zodiac sign is an optimist who believes that almost anything is within reach, if you're willing to work hard enough. Pessimists are self-defeating, and Aries doesn't want that mindset poisoning their dreams and ambitions. This is why rams are often great motivators for other people who struggle with insecurity and lack of confidence. 15. Aries does not tolerate disrespect. Aries knows their worth, and their egotistical nature does not have much patience for disrespect and rudeness from people. The sign of the ram is not the type to turn the other cheek and play it meek. They will often fire back immediately, especially if they lose their temper. Respect is very important to Aries, and much of what they do is intended to make them deserving and worthy of it. 16. Aries loves to compete. Aries is a competitor. Their ego and self-confidence is strengthened and validated by their triumphs. They view life as a series of battles to test their worthiness and capability, and so they appreciate any opportunity to prove they are worth their salt. Naturally, the first sign of the zodiac wants to be number one, and in their mind they already are. But they are also willing to give credit where credit is due. And they will often look to the people ahead of them as something to aspire to rather than an object of envy or jealousy. 17. They're not good at hiding their emotions. Try as they might, it is difficult for Rams not to express themselves genuinely. Their emotions are intense and compelling, and show through in their facial expressions and body language. When Aries is enamored with or disgusted by someone or something, it will hardly be a secret to anyone. Subterfuge and deception is not one of Aries' strong suits, even though they may believe they have a top-notch poker face. 18. Aries is impulsive and spontaneous. Aries is prone to act out in sudden and unexpected ways. This can make them either exciting to be around or just plain exhausting. Because they are prone to boredom, they may often suddenly switch tasks, or drop what they're doing at a moment's notice. Aries is also energetic and they like to goof off, and do things to amuse themselves and others. They are very playful and love to joke around. They're either laughing it up or making other people laugh, with their random humor and physical gags. 19. Rams do almost everything quickly. Aries is restless and they tend to get things done quickly, and hastily often so they can move on to the next thing. This may also be because Aries has a tendency to quickly grow bored of a task if it takes too long to complete, so speeding up the process may be a tactic to prevent that. Aries are known to be quick thinkers who make snappy decisions, which allows them to get things started without much delay or hesitation. 20. Aries can be extremely blunt. Aries is typically very opinionated, and will let you know what they think exactly as they see it. They often don't bother or even consider mincing their words, for the sake of sparing someone's feelings. This is because as far as they're concerned, the Ram is just telling it like it is. The truth can be a bitter pill to swallow, but it's a necessary medicine. Sometimes Aries may have to curb some of their candor, because their irreverent and earnest words can get them in trouble with more sensitive and politically correct types. 21. This sign doesn't beat around the bush. Aries doesn't like to waste time pussyfooting around. They prefer to cut straight to the chase and get to the point. They want other people to do the same, because they can grow impatient with people who take forever to say what they want, or are being unnecessarily ambiguous and long-winded without actually saying anything salient. 22. Aries is courageous. The Ram is known as a pioneer. That is because this sign is attracted to dangerous things rather than repelled. Their glory-seeking, thrill-seeking tendencies may compel them to take all sorts of risks, both necessary and unnecessary. People of this sign see themselves as the hero, the one that others depend on to save the day with their strength and valor. The Ram is ready to lead the charge and go out in a blaze of glory when their adrenaline and passion soars to a feverish pitch. 23. Rams are not discouraged by rejection. As sensitive as Rams can be, they know when to cut their losses and move on. Rejection can be tough to deal with, but this sign gets over things quickly, and typically won't dwell on it for too long, before they're ready to look for their next prospect. The Ram has a resilient ego, and as far as they're concerned, anybody who doesn't appreciate Aries isn't worth their time anyway. It's that person's loss, not Aries. 24. Aries is good at spotting liars. Rams have a keen eye for detecting fake and disingenuous people. Even though they are often trusting and willing to give the benefit of the doubt, Aries is quick to notice when something is off about someone. They pick up on body language, tone, and can tell the difference between someone who is being genuine and honest or putting on an act. 25. Rams know how to pick their battles. Although the first sign of the zodiac carries a reputation for being pugnacious and aggressive, they know that this is not always the best approach. When using force is not in their best interests, Aries is able to employ their more diplomatic and tactful side to get what they want, without sabotaging themselves in the process. Aries may often want to get physical and beat their chest, but they also know how to play it smart as well.